Hi guys, my name is Summer, and for this video I'm going to be explaining what a co-op program is. Okay, so to start us off, I'm just going to give you guys a straight definition from Drexel University on what their definition of a co-op program is. So by definition from Drexel University, it says co-op, which is short for cooperative education, is a program that balances classroom theory with periods of practical, hands-on experience prior to graduation. Through the co-op program, students are able to alternate academic study with full-time employment, gaining practical experience in their field of study. So that's the definition from Drexel University. So the purpose of co-op is to just genuinely have students get experience in their field of study. So for some schools, they have 5-year programs where students in a 5-year program would do 3 co-ops, and then they have 4-year programs, the regular 4-year programs where students would do 1-year co-op, and that's kind of what the case is at Drexel. At a lot of schools, it really just varies. I think a lot of the time it does function that way. If you're in a 5-year, you get more co-ops. If you're in a 4, you only get 1. But I think most schools kind of just do it differently. But the purpose of co-op is to just really just get out there and to have experience in your field of study, and to, you know, not really think about school, but think more about where it is that you want to be in the field that you're studying in at school. And the other purpose is to really just take all of the skills that you're learning in your classroom, a part of your major in all of those classes, and taking all those skills that you've learned to your co-op position. And I think ultimately schools that offer co-op programs, their goal is to make sure that once you've graduated from college, you have an opportunity at a company where you have already interned at, and you interned there for a really long time and they paid you, and let's say that they really like you and you really liked working there. That's a perfect opportunity for you to just be like, when I graduate, I really want to work here. If you're someone who's in the process of applying to schools, or if you're in the process of just looking at schools and you don't really know what type of school you want to apply to, thinking about things like this, schools that offer co-op programs, or just in general prestigious internship programs, it's definitely something to think about, because schools that offer programs like a co-op program or prestigious summer internship programs, or just during the school year internship programs, are schools that really want to make sure that you have a job to go to once you graduate. And ultimately that is the goal. Once you have finished college, you don't really want to go through the long stretch of struggling to find a job, and to just going through the entire process of just trying to just send your resume everywhere. And the other benefits to being a part of a co-op program is that 1, you get paid for your co-op, and 2, you are not required to take classes. And I think those two together are really great, because 1, getting paid for an internship is obviously amazing, but you know, it's fun getting paid for a job that you really like, but it's another thing to get paid for a job that is a part of your area of study, and it's a part of like your major and what you're actually interested in and what you love. And at the same time, you're gaining experience, and it's something great to put on your resume. And it's just amazing that you're going through that experience and then you get paid for it. I think that's a great aspect of a co-op program. And second, when it comes to not having to take classes during your co-op program or your co-op term, I think that's great, because it really gives you time to just focus on working and just getting that experience in, and just really gaining those skills that you're going to need in the real world. And just gaining those skills actually in the real world, I think that's such a great experience, and you don't really have to focus on, you know, tests and homework and all that other stuff and papers. You just have to focus on working. I know for Drexel, it's optional to take classes. You don't have to, but sometimes people do, because they want to get some credits done earlier than usual, because they really like their co-op and they know that they're going to want to get to that job as soon as possible, which is also perfectly fine. If you think that you're someone who can work and take classes at the same time, that is perfectly fine. You don't have to not take classes. But if you're also someone who, you know, you might want to finish up school a little bit earlier than usual, definitely go ahead and do that, because finishing up classes earlier than usual means that you're going to graduate early, and that means that you can move on quickly onto your job, which is great. If you are someone who is still in the college exploration process and you're just thinking about what schools you might want to apply to, and you don't really have exactly a list yet, but you just kind of have an idea of where you want to apply to, that's perfectly fine. But as you look deeper into the schools that you were thinking about applying to, definitely think of details like this, because these programs, whether it be co-op programs or just internship programs that schools offer as optional requirements, are great things to have access to. And overall, what these universities are saying when they offer programs like this is that at the end of the day, they want you to have a job. And so I know, especially for me, it's really exciting to know that I'm a part of a university that knows that I want to have a job and they want me to have a job, and they are going to do everything that they can by providing this program, this co-op program, to students, to all the students in the university. And they're going to try to get us to have those experiences and to really just grow those skills and to take the skills that we've been learning from our professors into the real world with these jobs. So yes, definitely think about details like this when you are thinking about what schools you want to apply to, because they are super important and they are definitely going to significantly contribute to your college experience. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and make sure that you guys follow us for more information about co-op programs.